Ooga fucking Ooga cunts. Welcome to the cunt stream. The Snatchcast. Whichever. It doesn't fucking matter. Remember Zeph? You remember Zeph?
I do.
Zeph is back.
Wait, there's a little emotional connection tugging at my memories. Tugging at my memory strings. I'm having trouble.
Yeah,
This sounds
there's a
familiar.
little something there that some of us might remember. Something a little emotional. So, Brockus, or Linus, actually, both of you are good at giving summaries. Can you give us a quick summary of the past shit with Zeph before we get into the new shit?
Brockett should cover the past shit.
Good God. All right. Zeph, or Zephinorian, as his channel was originally called, is due to use an alien avatar and was actually one of the skeptics who did a lot of various videos going after SJWs, leftists, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's not the important part that we really need to focus on, because eventually some drama started going on with Zeph and we started pissing everyone off around him. Ironically, no one knew who the fuck he was except for when he started dating Liz Reptile, somebody who was also part of the skeptics.
Ain't that a fucking grab at fucking popularity?
It kind of makes you think.
Dating Liz Reptile.
That's pretty much where the majority
I
of
always thought
everybody knew.
Liz was fine in like 10, 15-minute bursts.
Yeah, Liz was all right.
Until the whole stealing money thing, I
I had nothing to do with it. I don't even know what the fuck happened with that.
No, I hope you had nothing to do with that.
Well, no, I didn't. I'm not. I didn't have anything to do with it. But what I mean is, I didn't know so much shit. Everybody's accusing some people of shit. I don't know what's fucking real and what's not.
Yeah, if you weren't caught up on this shit, it was very easy to just sit there and go, okay, I don't fucking care. One of you's right?
Before we continue, I want to say a poem in honor of Liz.
Asterisk. Oh God, the gay man's gonna do a post. That's it. Just 2 asterisks. Okay. We actually sell a shirt like that on the cunt stream store. Just 2 asterisks.
It's the dumbest meme ever.
Dude, you didn't see those 2 assholes.
I still want to see them.
Yeah, you're right. I never had the pleasure.
So anyway, Brockus, continue your
I did hear about it.
It was not a good thing to see, man. I feel bad for anyone that did end up seeing it. But Brockus, continue your story.
So anyways, everybody actually knew Liz Reptile, and she was the one who started introducing Zeph to everybody, whatever. Eventually, some drama went down. You guys kind of already made notice of it. They were also friends with / dating, at least Liz was, somebody named Sevy Rose, who lied about having cancer and had a fundraiser done for her and essentially stole money, specifically from the cunt stream, because most of these people hung out on the cunt stream. Eventually, after this
I don't know if we raised the most money out of anyone. We raised something like $1,300 for her.
You raised a lot of money for her, and she stole
it was a big amount of money, and they did not go where she said it would go. That, I think pretty reasonably, caused us to be a little bit angry at her.
This caused everyone to be angry at Liz and Sevy, because obviously Sevy Rose was the one who made the theft, but no one had any proof that Liz didn't know about it ahead of time. Later found out that Liz actually knew the entire time.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not that we didn't have proof that Liz didn't know. It was that she blatantly had known and made up some excuse for not saying anything about it.
Yeah. She at first tried to deny it, then she came clean. So let's go down the list of people who stopped trusting these two because of what had gone down. Schmeckle, Little Miss Anonymous, Semaj, Talkasaw.
Just say the cunt stream and then...
The cunt stream at the time, along with the YouTube Saints, along with Fat Pat and Sofang. Even though they didn't even know who the fuck these people were, they clearly didn't trust them afterwards after hearing what had happened. basically everyone on the internet stopped wanting to interact with her except for Yobi Axis for some god-awful reason. This caused a bit of drama because
Yobi had found himself a home. When you're an outside dog, you take what you can get.
pretty much. But Yobi didn't become an outside dog until after this next incident.
That's true.
The drama actually started to escalate and get out of control because Liz was getting pissed off that nobody really wanted to stream with her or even talk to her anymore because of the bullshit her and Sevi had pulled, or at least the bullshit that Sevi had pulled. This caused Zeph to think he's Mr. Tough Guy on the fucking campus and started threatening a bunch of people in private. Eventually, this came to light, and yeah, we started finding out some really fucked up things about Zeph, which was he was doxing everyone. He was collecting information on just about anyone and everyone that Liz had ever actually had interactions with. Now, Liz is the one who handed Zeph certain information. Zeph found other information all on his own and claims that that is his literal fucking job to look into people, to actually go into their personal lives and find out their information.
FBI contact, Brockus. We're fucked.
Yeah, apparently.
Scooby and Zeph are fucking teamed up. Brockus, I'm gonna need you to shelter me in your country somewhere.
And for anyone who hasn't been paying attention, how Yobi actually became an outside dog was because on one particular stream, right after the fucking Zeph bullshit, well, maybe not right after, but around the time the Zeph bullshit had actually started coming out, Yobi demanded to get onto the cunt stream. Once given the link to the cunt stream after bitching for about an hour, he eventually tweeted it out, publicly gave out the hangouts. I was watching that cunt stream live, and I was pissed.
Man, you were pissed. My co-hosts were pissed. I think I was the only one who wasn't pissed because I knew at that moment, hey, Yobi just fucked himself.
Pretty much. So Yobi, Liz, Zeph, Sevi, these were 4 people that ended up getting excommunicated. Zeph didn't like this. He tried to push back on everyone. He even tried doxing Tonka, Vamp, Magog, the guys, who the fuck else was?
Are you telling me Tonka's, that's not his real name?
No, that actually is Tonka's real name. I've seen his license. He is Tonka Saw. It's actually missed,
that's
though.
what I thought.
Turns out he was born a lady. The tranny thing was passed on to Vamp. It's actually a Tonka thing.
Guys,
Vamp is in a wheelchair.
Guys, you're wrong. Tonka Saw is just his online alias. His real name is Chief Redman Bad. Come on. You should know this by now.
I didn't know that.
I'm sorry. That was his fucking, what was it, pedophile dad's name. What's this shit about Tonka's dad being a pedophile, by the way? Brief segue. What the fuck is that?
It's a bullshit rumor that was started by Zoom, and Andy and everybody on his fucking, in his Spurg army has decided to run with it.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
They have like a
just
whole
accuses everybody of fucking bullshit, and fucking nothing's real, man.
No, you can't
It's all
believe
an
most of
illusion.
the fucking people you meet around this shit. Especially not the ones who have a reason to invest themselves in some of this dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
When you're talking about the big channels, I'm not just talking about Andy. I'm talking about even Tonka and people like them. I trust Tonka because I have reason to. But all of these people have a reason to lie. They have a reason to try and spin the other person to be a terrible fucking guy. They have reason to try and grasp at any fucking straw they can get. And it's why every time anything like this happens, it turns into a fucking shit show. And that would be a good segue into what we're talking about tonight, but Brockus still has more to go on the old Zeph shit.
Yeah. Well, Zeph had collected a handful of doxes from people that we all know and like, especially people that, tried to stay out of all the drama and shit, like Magog, like AP and Ghastly. Once everybody had found out, there was this unification on one particular stream with AP and Ghastly. where they would actually reveal their faces and tell everybody what their real names are and shit. Because if anyone's going to show the world who they are, it's going to be them. This was followed by Sinatra doing the exact same thing, Aiden Paladin doing the exact same thing, and Magog of Morscar on his own stream, I think a day before or hours before on the same day, somewhere in that same week at least, told everybody his real name. At least his first real name. His last name is still a mystery to me and several people, and I kind of want to keep it that way because I don't need to know that much about him. Because I'm pretty sure he really is a necromancer in real life and is just pretending that he's actually just former military. I don't trust you, Magog, you fucking liar. Anyways, so every fucking bit of ammunition that Zeph once had was completely taken out of his gun of bullshit, because everyone he was going to dox and everyone he was going to threaten with doxes ended up coming forward in the first anyways, which caused Zeph to inevitably disappear. And Zeph disappeared for quite a few months until, well,
you're missing a little bit here.
What part?
Zeph was featured in a Mr. Medicare video. And that caused him to disappear, I think, for quite some time.
Right. No, that didn't actually cause him to disappear. Okay, I did forget quite a bit. Right around the time everybody started finding out that Zeph was actually a fucking cuck. No joke. He's an actual cuck. Literal cuck.
That meaning that while he was dating Liz Reptile, she was living with and having sex with her husband, ex-husband. Still
and
technically.
And Sevy. Don't forget that part. She was also fucking Sevy.
Yeah, so Zeph once, maybe twice cucked.
He was cucked by fucking both sides of the goddamn genders. A chick cucked him, and a dude cucked him. Come on! This guy's a two-time cuck. By one woman.
There's no winning for somebody like that. And the best thing is, he consistently tries to play himself up. I have seen him use the word Chad in reference to himself so many times. Try to claim that he's the guy that's fucking other people's wives. And it's like, dude.
Oh, so much wrong.
Actually, Linus, secretary, can you pull up the clip?
What clip?
Yeah, you know the goddamn one. Pull up the cuck song.
The cuck, I can't do technology like that. I'm doing this from my phone.
Grab a link, send me the link. I'll pull it up.
All right, sure.
There was a there was a clip on the cunt stream. It was, I think, the best viewed stream we ever had, because Medicare had shared the link out beforehand. I asked Zeph something along the lines of, how do you feel about the fact that Fred's Fred being Liz's ex-husband, fucking your girlfriend? And he says, I don't like that, but we have an emotional connection, not a sexual one.
That is where one of the greatest songs on YouTube came into existence. A song that, if you are familiar with the Kumite, was played for months on end. Anyways, right around the same time that Zeph was outed as being a cuck, it turns out Zeph was also starting to work with a certain somebody that ended up becoming another YouTuber.
Brockus, before you go into that, because this is like the middle point of two stories, do me a favor, send a link to Psycho216. He was pretty heavily involved back then. I'd like to see what he remembers of the situation back then.
Psycho216 has been as long of a viewer as I have, probably even a little more, actually.
He used to join the stream a bunch, though. I think he was actually in some of the streams fighting with these guys.
I have memories of him being on the first streams, like some of the first streams I was ever on and shit. He's been around forever.
Yeah, we used to bring him on.
And he's probably like 17 years old.
No, but we make sure we don't get no fucking minors on here. We ain't no Warskis. But he says he's only on Discord, Brockus, so hit him up there. But while you're doing that, continue your story. You can multitask, right?
Yeah. Wait, are we even?
No, I'll hit him up on Discord. I got it.
There we go. Rob's got it.
Fair enough. So right around the same time that Zeph was eventually outed as not only a doxer but also a cuck, he was working with apparently another YouTube who would become another YouTube pariah in Kraut and T. Now, what not a lot of people actually know, because Kraut never got a chance to actually say this, and I kind of feel bad for hating on him as hard as I did, but all of those supposed doxes that were discovered in Kraut's server were actually from Zeph's server. Zeph set it up and made it look like that he was actually running a doxing server with Kraut, when in fact Zeph was actually the only one running a doxing server.
Wait. So you're saying back then Zeph made some fake Kraut account and pretended to be Kraut?
No, he was in Kraut's server. But
Stop spoiling it, Schmeckle.
While in Kraut's server, he would consistently, when it was eventually discovered that Kraut was running supposed gay ops, collecting information that was actually publicly known, by the way. Zeph was actually melding his server and Kraut's server into various different screenshots and claiming that they're the same server.
Oof.
Basically, Zeph did everything he could to manipulate someone to basically make it look like it was actually a doxing server, when in fact the people that leaked the information about Kraut's server, only because they didn't like what was actually happening in that server, those people never actually said it was a doxing server.
So you're saying that Zeph may have in the past pulled some, I don't know, what would you call it, gay ops type shit?
Basically, yes. Zeph is the original perpetrator of the gay ops. He set up Kraut. He made it look like Kraut is actually a doxer, when oddly enough, no, he's not actually a doxer. I say oddly enough because it still looks kind of fishy to gather that much information on people. Yes, we know it's publicly known, Kraut, but come on, dude, that does look really suspicious. But still, it later was when Kraut was able to actually fucking speak for fucking once after months of ridicule. It turns out, yes, actually, Zeph was the one doxing people, and Aiden's information was actually in Zeph's server, not in Kraut's server, in Zeph's server. But he made it look like it was in Kraut's server.
Actually, Brock, can you send a link along to Aiden too? I forgot that she was a topic involved in this.
She's not that involved in this, though.
No, I mean, she was one of the people doxed. That's a pretty big involvement. Those are basically the people I tried to invite.
Howdy, boys and girls. Is my mic okay?
Your mic is excellent. Is there any chance? You were right. You could be the guy that would pull shit up. Pull up that fucking cuck song for me.
Yeah. What's it called though?
I already delivered it to Schmeckle in his DMs.
I don't feel like checking my DMs though, so just tell him what it's called.
You fucking lazy
It's
bitch.
just look up Cuck song Zeph. It's on Twisted Lyrics' YouTube channel.
Niece Lone Wolf says she's over it, Schmeckle. So yeah, maybe we don't need Aiden. But yeah, I think that about sums up the shit with Zeph, right? Like the old shit.
That was pretty much the old shit, because
my memory is not great.
After the Medicare video had come out, where everybody was basically saying that Kraut was actually a doxer, that was a doxing server, blah, 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 all that shit. Of course, other YouTubers were hit because of this, because of one's actions or one's inactions, whatever the case was. That Medicare video caused Zeph to eventually disappear, mainly because he thought that Medicare actually vindicated him. When Medicare found out about that, he eventually went onto a stream and lambasted the living fuck out of Zeph.
So, you want to hear something funny? I to find this video, I just typed into YouTube, Zeph is a cuck.
Yep.
Second.
I'm pretty sure just Zeph cuck would have worked for you. It's one of the bigger things that pop up when you look for Zeph.
It's his greatest legacy.
It is. It's what made him the most well known on the internet. Cuckoldry. Hey, it's not a proud mantle, but it's one that he wears. Yeah, if you can pull up that track, I'm gonna go have a smoke while you play that, and then we'll dig into the new shit.
He wears it with whatever minor scrap of dignity he can muster.
Oh, he's got none of those left. Be realistic.
Is it coming through?
I don't hear anything.
No, I'm not getting any audio.
Okay, let's see. God damn it. Uh-oh, what did I do?
Did you
I
just
will
fart?
say, Psycho
Is that a
sounds a
fart?
lot cuter than I thought he would. I have never heard Psycho's voice before. I'm liking
I
this.
know, he sounds adorable, doesn't he?
He does.
Fucking kill you guys.
He sounds like he's such a pretty man.
And with that elfin lead eye there, it just makes it so much better.
I know that's a fuck me eye for sure.
Yeah. That's a
No.
fuck me or I'm
No,
fucking
that's
you eye.
that's a I fuck you eye.
I don't know. That's not the vibe I'm getting.
Psycho, don't say shit like that. You're gonna turn Lionel on.
I got, what is this? It's called Clean Stream Relax Anal Lubricant Desensitizing. I'm going to read the ingredients list.
You need to stop, you fucking switch.
Let's see here. We got cellulose gums. We got diazolidinyl.
Oh my
urea.
god, shut up.
We got
You have to shut up.
glycerin.
You can't be serious.
Now we
Alright,
got
so I came back and there's no goddamn music, so I guess Psycho fucked it up.
Yep.
So we'll just move on to the next the next little thing here. Brockus.
Right
You put it on Schmeckle,
or secretary.
you weirdo.
no, on me.
I'll
You're the
pull
one
up
who's
the
got a
song. I
fucking
can
boner
actually do
for
that.
it.
I can actually pull that up. Linus, while I'm doing that, can you pull up the conversation from earlier, the tweet from Zeph, etc.
Who do I send it to?
Just put it in the fucking side chat here. Oh, and I think Psycho's got it. I heard my voice briefly.
Oh, cool. I can actually do that. Awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know I could do that.
Just throw it in the side chat. Give us the links, and we can pull them up.
All right, I'll start with the first two.
Well, yeah, the big ones, I guess, would be the one. Yeah, first pull up the original one from Zeph, or the first two from Zeph, and then
The first two are going to be from Zeph. The next three are going to be the messages he brought up in the picture. They're close-ups, so
okay.
you can read it.
Oh, we got a $3 Streamlab from Joseph Kerwin. Type cuck into Google and Zeph's alienkin face will be your first result.
Oh God, I hope that's true.
I want to
I'm
test
testing
this out.
that.
I feel like there's no way that's true, but I really hope that's true.
It's not the first image for me.
Okay, that sounds like it was a dishonest thing.
Yeah, just cuck into Google. Cuck by itself. No.
I think you would have to type in like alien.
I'm getting a lot of Carl the Cucks.
I don't know what a Carl the Cuck is, but you know,
He's the guy
Linus,
that was
you're
with,
taking a long goddamn time.
That was with Aid Skrillex. He was the dude right next to Aid
Oh,
Skrillex.
Yeah, I remember him now. The fucking high-pitched fucking are you kidding me guy, right?
Yeah.
You're a white man. Oh wait,
No, that was Aid
That
Skrillex.
was just, yeah.
But yeah,
they're all the same fucking thing. They're from more than a year ago. I don't remember them.
well, yeah, that's what you got me for. My memory is atrociously good for somebody who smokes weed.
No, it's actually the reason I hired on Linus. He's gonna take all my notes for me from now on. But anyway, yeah, I pulled it up because apparently my secretary is too slow. So, Sinister Rabbit X. That's.
I
Zeph.
sent the photos though. You didn't get them in the side chat.
No, I did not.
That.
So he says another skeptard Donald Lloyd Schmeckle threatened me. How cute! It would be a shame if a SWAT team showed up at your place. So he's got these messages. I say you are a cuck. He says, put the booze down. It's why your family has no respect for you. And I say, again, I in quotations, right? Don't forget I know your real name. And he says, LOL, you don't. And even if you did, I wouldn't care. Everyone already knows my history. Well, anyone of any importance does. This is fun. Please continue. And then me says, it would really be a shame if a SWAT team showed up at your place. And he says, ha, 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 make the call.
Why would you say that, Schmeckle? I'm just curious.
I know it was a terrible thing for me to completely say.
Seriously, man.
He says I should check out this website. It's AA. That's Alcoholics Anonymous. He was insulting the fact that I drink. So then me says, just wanted to let you know that Liz once offered me to fuck her. So yes, you are a cuck.
Now, is that true, or are you bullshitting about that?
Well, the funny thing is, Liz has offered certain people to let them fuck her. It was brought up in the earlier situations. I was not one of them.
It was Wrath.
No. There was someone else, someone bigger.
Oh, the failures?
No. Well,
Dorsey?
yes,
Boogie?
failure. No, it was. I forget who it was. There was somebody.
The
Boogie's
entire
biggest guy
Eastern
we know.
Seaboard?
Cog?
Rich from Revutech?
I can't remember who it was. I'll try and find the tweet in a little bit.
Those are all the big guys I know.
But Zeph says, so what are you drinking? Like me says, you killed my channel, so I can't even get over 500 views on my streams because of your bullshit. Now, I have never postulated that Zeph was the one who hacked shit. And now I'm starting to maybe. Because I'm pretty sure he's both parts of this conversation. And he says, ever consider it's because people realize that you're no talent hack with no real ability to entertain them. Adding the fact that you soiled your own reputation by cucking to a wheelchair LARP who was dead set on destroying everyone around him. I spent like a long time fighting with Tonka. I'd say that's your reason. Semaj Z artwork was the only thing you had going for your stream, to be honest. I will agree with that. That's factual.
That's true.
You're nobody and always will be. It's sad and you would have had my pity, but I disliked you the moment you tried to start shit over the Red Pill Ghost stuff. Red Pill Ghost stuff. Raucus, can you refresh me on this? I remember
Coach Red Pill. Coach Red Pill shit.
No, Red Pill Ghost and Coach Red Pill are different people.
I don't fucking know who Red
I
Pill
thought he
Ghost
was
is.
fucking. I thought he was giving them. I never heard of Red Pill Ghost.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
neither have I.
I'm sure there was a situation like that, but I don't remember it.
And then
he
everybody
tweets out,
clapped.
the dumbass just said it again. If you can manage to get over it, this is the tweet. Medic or Fembot retweeted this and tagged me in it. So this is the first one I saw. If you can get over 1,000 YouTube subs and Twitter followers by the end of December, I will post a video of myself drinking my own piss. You can't do that because you are a boring piece of shit. First off, you'll realize he said you are. That I will use triple contractions. I will never type out you are. Wow, you're dumb. I don't care about e-fame. Why would I even bother? I do believe mentioning this many times before. You like have no ability. You didn't need that like there. You have no ability to adapt or probe for triggers at all. You just spew the same rhetoric over and over again, hoping it works each time. LOL, try harder. Me says, I just want to see you attempt to be relevant, and if you can manage to do that, I will drink my piss. I will never drink my piss, and you will never get over 100 subs. And he says, I already had a channel with over 1K subs, a channel that I intentionally violated the TOS on by bullying migtards and degenerates. After it got struck down, I said, darn, and made another one. YouTube is a tool for me, not some social climbing faggotry to want to be Hollywood e-fame. It may be the place where you eat, but it's where I choose to shit. I make no money off of this. None. Failure can confirm that. Because of
Schmeckle's
Andy's
rolling
shit.
in the fucking big bucks. All those.
Because of Andy's recent shit, I told Failure he can have our fucking Streamlabs for a little bit. You know, it's right before Christmas. It's not a whole lot of money, but he can have the like $100-something we're
Where's
gonna make this
Nightbot?
month.
We need Nightbot. Fucking show for us.
And then, one second. Me says, have you ever been swatted before? It would be a shame if such a thing were to happen to you. First off, you'll also realize that no matter how drunk I get, my punctuation is always on point.
Putting that college major to good use.
And then the sinister rabbit Zeph says, holy shit, LOL, I literally just tweeted about the swatting thing and you're dumb enough to say it again. To answer your question, I've experienced much worse than swatting. Plus, I'm not worried. I won't specify as to why. And then I pointed out some very obvious things. I don't know if they're in this particular thread. Actually, it might still be open in Paint. Yeah, here. I'll pull up the Paint thing. I took a screenshot, and it shows a couple things here. First off, I can search this Schmeckle account from my Schmeckle account. As you'll see if you look at the bottom corner here. Actually, fuck, am I still presenting? Here, that'll make it bigger for everyone. If you look at this number here, 7366. If you look at the one attached to my account down here, it's 2862. So there's a different number to the two accounts. If you look at the avatar here, it's just Schmeckle's face. If you look at the one I actually use, you can see Schmeckle's chest in there. You can tell that this is the account I'm signed in on, because just like when you sign into Discord, it's got all the little sound options and shit attached. So I pointed out all these things. And then
Brockus, is that you? Are you Schmeckle's bitch?
Yeah, the Schmeckle's bitch is Brockus. I didn't realize that until after I'd posted it. Yeah, that's how he's named in the Cunt Stream Discord, so I guess it got kind of attached to him. But we ended up receiving this, which surprised the shit out of me. This is from Geek Thulu. And he says, yep, that is a fake Schmeckle account. I have never spoken to you on my new account after the hack. The other one was trying to give me info on Tonka because he has pissed at him for some reason. Told him unless it is vetted, it is pointless. Vet shit better, Zeph. So, as you can see, they are two different accounts with the numbers matching up to the one that's mine and the one that ain't. This guy, the one where you see no gorilla chest with the 7366, has been messaging Geek in the past, which Geek has made clear. I'll pull up the tweet in a minute. He was not Schmeckle when he was doing that. And yeah, this guy's got like no user info, nothing. He's a complete blank. Or sorry, this one's mine.
Wait, that's you.
Yeah,
like,
no, that
I was like, I see chest in that one.
no,
Look at that fake ass fucking account right there.
This one's got no notes. There's been no contact between the two, etc. Right? Whereas with this one, that clearly has, right? Well, look at the fucking picture, though. That's the thing. Like, obviously, the number is the big thing that prove they're different accounts, right? But if you're gonna try to impersonate me, copy my avatar exactly. They actually have different expressions, too. This one's the fucking disapproving Schmeckle. This one's the fucking angry one. You gotta do better than that. And I mean, there is absolutely no proof that Zeph was both sides of that conversation. But given what we've seen of Zeph in the past, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that this was Zeph and Zeph, or Zeph and somebody associated with Zeph, rather than just Zeph getting trolled by some random fake Schmeckle.
Okay, so what's the number associated with your account?
Let me check that again.
2862?
Yeah, 2862, and the other one was 7366.
So that would mean that it's even been, because I know that they do their numbers, what the fuck's that word, where it gets higher as their usernames are being made. Yeah.
I don't know if it works like that, but
it kind of. You're only going to have low numbers for lower accounts.
well, yeah, I mean, I've had this this Discord account for quite some time. I barely use it. I don't even talk in my own Discord a whole lot, but it's been around for a while. A newer one having a higher number makes sense, right?
You talk in Vamp and Tonka's Discords way more than you even talk in the fucking Cunstream and Schmeckle Discords.
I'm sorry. I've only spoken in their Discord like the other day. I think like that was the one time.
No,
And
you've done it
I think that was more than I've ever posted in mine.
You've done it every single time you've shown up on the Kumite in the last couple of fucking weeks.
Yeah. No, when I'm live with them, I'll post in there. And yeah, it definitely outnumbers what I've posted.
Anyways, we got a Streamlabs from Joseph Kerwin for $3. If you have Lionel take your notes, don't look at the margin doodles. Lionel, stop looking at the fucking doodles.
And I will need Linus.
What I do?
That is the first donation we've had since I said failure gets money. Record $3 for failure.
What do I have? Wait, I'm doing the accounts now?
Yeah, yes, secretary means accountant too, apparently.
God damn it, I don't know how to do the numbers.
That's the treasurer. He's the secretary and the treasurer.
We need a Jew. We need a Jew for the
he looks like he might be a little Jewish. Linus, you snipped?
Or an Indian.
No, I don't.
Hey, he's not a Jew.
Schmeckle, I'm a fucking Jew, you idiot.
Psycho, do my accounts.
Pay me.
Oh, see, that's where we run into an issue. He's a proper Jew. Linus, you just sit there and pretend to be a Jew. It'll work for me.
We did not kill Jesus.
Yes, we did.
What the fuck kind of... But that was not... You sounded like you were fucking Don King being tortured.
I don't listen to Jews enough to properly mimic them.
Anyway, I'll be right back. Braucus, can you continue the story?
I don't even know where we were.
Whatever the last thing I said was, pick up from that.
Oh, he doesn't know the story.
Wait, what do you need to know? I probably know.
The what?
So what do you need to know? I probably know.
I don't know what we need to know at this point. Zeph tried to frame Schmeckle for trying to threaten him for doxing, and then Geek called him out on it.
Swatting threats?
Yeah, swatting threats, because...
I'm glad you really didn't do that, Schmeckle, because that makes you look like a piece of shit.
More of a piece of shit than he already looks.
More of a piece of shit.
Which we can tolerate pieces of shit, it's just not to that extent.
Anyways, so with Geek trying to say, oh yeah, you should verify accounts and all that kind of stuff because, mine got hacked. This is the same Geek who said his got hacked by putting a little red nose on it and saying that the anime mafia stole it. Keep that in mind.
I have no idea what that had. Wait, what? Can you elaborate on this?
Seeing as how Geek and Andy are now working with Zoom and the Anime Mafia, I don't give a fuck what Geek really has to say.
Yeah,
are they though?
Take everything with a grain of hand grenade.
Okay.
Are we onto the Andy shit? Are we gonna talk about how he took all that money from failure?
Oh my god, yes, we should definitely talk about that too.
No, we should fucking string him up for that.
Well, I mean, we can talk about it and then string him up.
Okay.
I mean, that's fucking out of line, right? Like, I'm not the only one who thinks that, right?
Oh no, dude, me and who was I talking to? Somebody who shows up a lot. Anyways, me and somebody else were talking at length, along with Tonka and a few others on stream about that exact thing. Everyone thinks
I flat out. There were people in the chat asking for me to join, and I was like, no fucking way. I'm sober as shit right now. I'm not dealing with this. There was no fucking chance I was stepping into that fucking fight. Stone sober. I had no interest. I was pissed. Because, I mean, me and Failure, we ain't close, right? It's been a long time since me and Failure have really spoken anything like that. but Failure's a good fucking guy. It's fucking what? A little more than 3 weeks before fucking Christmas. A little
Well, that-
less.
This is why you guys haven't spoke. You're polar opposites. He's a great guy. You're terrible.
I am. I'm a self-admitted, like, real shitty guy.
It's like
But it's
Timon
a
and
couple weeks
Pumbaa, but
before
without the
Christmas,
Hakuna
and
Matata.
he took fucking $12 out of the guy's fucking account. Like this motherfucker. Somebody mentioned kids. I don't think he has kids or anything like that. Like, Failure's definitely never mentioned kids to me.
Well, I mean, he is
But I mean,
Cuban.
he probably
so he
has
has
loved
kids.
ones of some sort, right?
Well, I mean,
Probably
he's
doing some
Cuban, so he
Christmas
could
shopping.
have kids he doesn't know of.
He's also
Oh my
400
god, that
pounds.
is so true, though.
Yeah, but he's also 400 pounds. He'd probably remember any possible kids.
Ouch.
But it's just a flat out fucking shitty move. Now, like, it actually, possibly mainly because I was sober. It actually pissed me off. If I come on there, I would have been disruptive Tommy, not disruptive Schmeckle. And everybody expects disruptive Schmeckle. Tommy can't do that. Tommy's a mean guy. That shit fucking... At this point, whatever Andy gets is fucking due to him. He's probably looking at fucking fraud charge at this point. And a lot of people might try to talk shit
Who's
about
looking
Failure.
for a fraud charge? Looking at a fraud charge right now?
Andy's
Gutter
probably
ski.
at a fucking charge fraud for this fucking chargeback. Not only was it not a just chargeback, he lied multiple times, according to him himself, in the fucking thing he sent out. What he sent to PayPal, which is also forwarded along to the credit card companies, because ultimately it's the credit card companies that deal with the chargeback, claimed 3 things. It was payment for a show, it was paid in advance of the show, and the service was not provided. Meanwhile, we have messages that were released and that Andy confirms are his that say that confirm 2 things. This was paid after the show because Andy says, I sent you, I think it was 1,600 Canadian, even though we didn't make that much. Which, you don't know how much you made until after the show. And second, it was clearly payment. Meanwhile, on stream, he's sitting there trying to claim that it was a loan, and so he's free to take it back. Andy has been contradicting himself at every fucking point, and if Failure wanted to go for a fucking fraud charge, he would have an easy fucking case of it. A lot of people might try to criticize Failure for going that route, but this has gone beyond dumb internet drama. That's $1,200 out of Failure's fucking pocket. This is now a real fucking legal thing.
Yeah, I've seen fucking Judge Judy's for less, man. People claiming less than that.
I mean, it's definitely small
Nick
claims
Rekieta
type
has...
shit, but it's still... Now it's something where Failure has a real case against.
Can we get Failure and Worski on Judge fucking Judy?
I would watch
God.
the shit out of that.
Here's the thing: you don't actually want them on Judge Judy, because
Oh yes, I do.
no,
absolutely, I do.
hold on. Let me tell you the reason why not. Because the show, its production, the production team takes care of all the actual settlements. So that means Andy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Nobody pays out. In
Andy
fact, a
would not-
lot of the time, the loser actually gets part of the pot too.
Yep. So we don't want Andy.
It's a
getting that.
cop-out way to deal with shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it would still be amusing to see him lose on live or not live, but television. But
See Andy getting spanked by Judy. That'd be fun.
no, I'd much rather. If I were Failure, I'd be going after Andy completely for this. I have very, very few fucking rules, but one of them is don't touch my fucking money. And I feel like Failure should follow my instincts there. Don't touch my fucking money. Oh, you touched my fucking money. You fucked. Right? Like, the Andy went way out of fucking line here, and he did it in ways where it's provable that he's being dishonest about this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of money,
Andy ran himself into a fucking corner, built a wall around himself, and tied a bomb to the fucking wall.
speaking of money, Joseph Kerma for another $3. Visa regulates state and service not provided is resolved by proof of service being provided.
Oh,
Failure-
wait. Yeah, you mean like all those shows where Failure hosted the goddamn show on the goddamn motherfucking channel?
Yeah. Failure has proof of both service provided and acceptance of service. MasterCard regs are similar. I think he means regulations there.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be real simple for Failure to win. All Failure has to do is actually do it. You know, go after the fucking case. Like I said, when it's some dumb fucking argument over views or mean words or shit like that, don't be fucking stupid. But Andy was stupid over shit that was like that, and now it's a money thing. Like, now there's over a fucking grand that's been taken out of fucking Failure shit because Andy had a little tantrum, not even at Failure, at Tonka. Actually, Brockus, can you give us a little explanation of why this money was taken back?
You know, he's changed his story so much, I'm not even 100% certain or even 25% certain on which story it's supposed to be, because at one point he says that he paid Failure for services rendered on the Kumite. At another point, he says it was a gift. At another point, he says that it was a loan. And at another point, he says that it was wait, did he say it was a loan? Or no.
An advance.
It was an advance. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So Andy can't even keep to his own fucking
story.
story.
If it was an advance, why was it paid 3 months after the fact?
Because they hadn't started
the last Kumite on Andy Worski's channel was in May.
Yeah.
Payment, even the proof of payment that Worski put out was from August 31st. So that's an advance, right? That was prepayment for
no.
What, for a new show or for the Kumite that already happened? Because if it's prepayment for a new show, then Worski never paid Tonka for the first show.
Yes, it was supposed to be an advance for the new show. That's what one of the Andy's claims were. But here's the funny thing. By trying to prove Tonka wrong, he actually proved Tonka right.
Because the moment he said it was a fucking loan, it was like, okay, then you never paid Failure.
Well, no. The moment he said you haven't paid him, you didn't pay Failure for months, was proven right. Because Failure showed, well, this is the DMs of what Andy said on that particular day, and it was August 31st. That's months after May, and even Andy showing.
Yeah, no, I'm counting several months there in between.
Yeah, and even Andy showing the actual PayPal shit showed that he hadn't paid Failure for months. So he proved Tonka right while trying to prove him wrong.
He proved him right there. But then even the original, like, Tonka did make the claim that nobody was paid there. Tonka, he got it wrong, right? I don't think he was intentionally lying. Maybe he was. I don't know. I'm not Tonka's keeper. But he got it wrong. But then Tonka went and made that claim true by saying, oh, no, it was a loan. Well, then you didn't fucking pay him, did you? You gave him a goddamn loan. The money you tried to pass off as payment earlier was a loan. A loan isn't payment. Brockus, if I tell you I'll give you, I don't know, $1,000 for a month of streaming, and then at the end of the month I give you $1,000, but I say, by the way, this is a loan. Have I paid you?
Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That hurt my Oh, that really hurt my
If
Jew
I
brain.
pay you, then I tell you that payment was a loan. Have I still paid you? Or have I lent you money, like how loans work?
Again, I misspoke when I fucking said loan. Get over the loan.
No, Brock, you might have misspoken, but Andy said the word loan many times.
Yeah, Andy did say loan. He did say advancement, and he also said
Repeatedly.
payment.
Okay.
He said all of it.
Wow.
Everywhere, any way money is any way you can adjudicate transaction of money, Andy used that terminology.
It was a gift. It was a loan. It was an advancement. It was payment. He's my coke dealer.
Well, he is Cuban.
He is. Stop selling coke to Andy, failure.
Maybe this is why Andy's not on the meth, because
Failure is the root of all Andy's problems.
we're gonna have to talk to Failure.
Florida man is gonna be exposed at the end of all this. I fucking know it.
Fuck's sake, failure. Here we were. I was mad. That he took that money from you. For all I know, you've just been holding out on the blow. Be a better dealer, or don't deal to Andy Worski. Failure. But it's a very, very simple thing. Andy lied too many times in his shit. So now Andy's gonna be fucked if Failure decides seek legal action. Right now, Andy should be cowering in a corner, acting like Failure's bitch. Because now, Failure owns him.
Here's the big problem in Andy's life. He's gotten rid of Chris, who clearly was the brains of the operation.
Yeah, I don't think any of us can doubt that. Then Sinead left him. That took
His
away
VR
the
porn
only
was
remaining adult.
Sinead left him. His VR porn was destroyed, so there goes his sexual outlets.
Man, you know, I live nice and close to Andy Worski.
He
I
always
shouldn't be
has a
ripping
coffee
into
break.
him. I should be taking advantage of this. Andy, I will be your adult. I will take care of you. I won't call you son. You little scruff.
Actually, I want Sinead's number. Hook me up.
She's a little tubby.
Okay, pass. No.
Yeah. Just figured I'd let you know. Nothing against her, just she's a little tubby. I know you ain't
She's
into
tubby
that.
with the goth girl chic.
Oh, that's two negatives for me.
Yeah, it's two things that just don't go together.
I don't think they go singularly.
I can see the goth girl thing working, but then again, that was.
I'm not a big fan of the whole fucking goth girl thing. It's I don't like chicks who are covered up in a bunch of fucking makeup and tattoos and shit. I like the smooth, clean flesh. You know, your face. You can have some piercings. Like, I don't care if you got some fucking facial piercings, but if you have a facial tattoo or even like a neck tattoo, I'm out.
No, fair enough.
What if
fair
Betty
enough.
White has a neck tattoo you don't know about?
I would bang the shit out of her anyway. Don't you try and test me with Betty White. I would fuck her on the worst day of her egg, but she's old enough she don't get one no more.
Oh, god damn it.
That's why I go for those types.
You know, Schmeckle, you going to Tennessee?
What's that?
Are you going to Tennessee?
For the fight, no.
Oh,
No.
I know something that might change your mind. Mama Saw's going there. I'm gonna hear it from Tonka now. Mama Saw.
Mama Saw is going.
Like,
Tonka's mother's going to watch him fight
Tonka's
Andy
mom
Worski.
is going to be there?
Yes.
Tonka's mom is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee.
Knoxville.
for the
Knoxville,
fight.
Tennessee.
Yes.
Brockus.
It's a game
Brockus.
changer.
What? I'm not
Brock
fucking
is-
paying attention.
Either you or Linus get me a fucking appointment to get a passport.
You're gonna have to sign up yourself with your own shit.
You both now have all of my personal information.
Schmeckle, just walk across the border.
me a passport and a
Everybody's
flight.
attention is on the other border. You'll be fine.
Get me a fucking passport and a flight. I will
I
be
mean,
there.
it's not like our borders are well guarded.
I'm gonna get yelled at for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tonka's not gonna be pleased that you put me in this direction.
But
Hey,
while we're on the
it
subject,
might keep him around because he's gonna be looking for your ass to beat if you freaking talk to her. So it's a win-win
Well,
for everybody else.
You know what? He's gonna be spending some time in the ring. That's my time and his mother's time.
He's gonna have to.
in
He's
the
gonna be
ring.
training. But the days beforehand and stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna be a busy boy, and I'm gonna be a busy boy.
Christ. But while
To
we're on the
to be fair, when he got really pissed at me, it was about fucking his grandmother. I think he might be okay with me fucking his mom. I think it was just a grandmother thing.
I don't know. It might bring that back up in his head, and he's gonna be like, "Fucking Schmeckle, I'm gonna kill him."
I mean, he's really gonna be pissed when I fuck both at the same time.
Same. No,
Grossest type of incest, by the way.
at least do a different room.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna just fuck both of them at the same time. That would be too far. I'd only do that for like 14 seconds just to get enough video to send to him.
You're
But
like the
other
Grim
than that,
Reaper
I'll
of
walk from room to
sex.
room.
Okay, because
I'm the Grim Reaper of sex. What? Because they're all old and I stick my thing in them? And
Yeah,
half the time they die during?
it's like that one picture with the Grim Reaper going door to door, except it's you with your giant penis going door to door. Just
The
pleasuring
bitching
old
witch
ladies.
says Tonka does not want to call you stepdaddy, Schmeckle. He can just call me daddy. I'm open like that.
he's
I
good
call him
either
daddy
way.
and he doesn't mind.
We don't need to be all formal with the stepdaddy thing. I can just be daddy. I disturbed myself with that. That was too far for me.
Jesus.
I apologize, Tonka. God damn. But I would fuck Andy Worski's mother, grandmother, and babysitter. That's only too far if you think that there's any too far left in any of this.
That's a
How
beautiful
about-
sentiment.
How about Worski's babysitter?
Oh, that's what I meant. Well, I would fuck the shit out of Worski's babysitter.
Okay, because that lady is a saint. She just didn't.
And he has the fucking nerve later in life to fucking sit there and complain about it. Give her a thank you.
Yeah, she gave you content.
Fucking age 8, my fucking babysitter gave me a hand job. I'm not bitter about it. I love that bitch.
God damn.
Like, fuck's sake. Yeah, you gotta prioritize. You gotta prioritize what you're pissed about. I mean, obviously, Andy, I'm only making a joke. Being molested as a child is a huge fucking thing. But I mean, if she had waited till you're older, it would have been a slightly bigger fucking thing, right?
No. Remember, he doesn't have a cock.
He did say that. He was very clear about that. At least he doesn't have a cock. God fucking damn.
What the fuck are we doing?
Jesus
What's happening here?
Christ.
I'm cringing and laughing, and then cringing some more.
That's
I don't
what I'm
know
doing.
whether
That's
to-
exactly what I'm doing.
Oh God. Just
No, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
take it
It
in.
is a
Let's
little
take it
far
in.
for me to make fun of the time that Andy Worski was molested by his babysitter.
no
But I bet
shit.
mine was hotter than yours. Bet mine was hotter than yours. Mine was a fucking cutie. Yours had to sink down to your level.
Oh, my
Hey.
babysitters were men. Oh,
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you kidding? I grew up in the 90s. Nobody let their kids be watched by men.
I grew up in the 80s. They preferred
Oh,
men.
yeah, most of them preferred men.
It's like, we don't trust these girls. Get a guy over here.
The bitching witch says, if I remember correctly, Andy's babysitter sat on his face. I wished for that.
That would have been fun.
I'm sorry. Maybe his babysitter was ugly. Maybe he had like Olga, right? Like maybe she had a wart on her fucking chin with the fucking hair coming out. Mine was hot. I mean, like she was probably only like 18, 19 or something, but I was only like 8, so you know it was a fair. I won out.
Changing the
I
subject.
can't say it was a fair exchange, but I won there, Andy.
God. Changing the subject.
Insert Special Olympics joke here.
Hey, I won at being molested. You know, it's not a huge accomplishment, but Andy, you know, it's just, do better next time you're molested, I guess. You can try again for the belt next time.
Oh, God, why?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Make it end, Schmeckle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only
Go
pointed out.
farther every single time. Jesus
I only
Christ.
bring it up because he's never brought this shit up before. Or he's constantly brought this shit up. I've never brought this shit up before, and you know why? Because I don't need to be a little fucking bitch and play the fucking victim about it.
Yeah, you're already.
Also, I can get all of my words out of my mouth. Like all of them.
Every single
you're
one.
breaking new frontiers and molestation jokes with this, man. God damn.
At least make them funny.
I don't want to be funny. I want to be mean.
You are succeeding in that. Jesus. God damn. God.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you want it funny. Me and Andy Worski's babysitter walk into a bar.
Oh, God.
Is that what you're looking for? Like,
Jesus Christ.
all right. But anyway, we got people
She
asking
gets to
about.
do you drunk and has her way with you. Isn't that hilarious?
Oh no, I wrote
Waka
no
waka.
punchline for that. Waka waka.
Waka waka.
But no, we've had some questions about what's going on with Zeph since it's been a long time since we've spoken about Zeph. Linus, can you remind the people what's going on?
He tried to frame Schmeckle for threatening to swat him, and he fell flat on his face. Even Geek Thulu was like, dude, this is bullshit. And then Zeph just tried to deflect, and then he shut the fuck up.
That is the long and the short of it.
This is also Zeph, who claims that he pwns the MGTOWs and is a proud cuck.
Yeah, the proud cock thing. It's never a way to go. But I do have a question for you guys. Which would you rather be, a MGTOW or a cock?
I am a MGTOW.
Of course you are.
I'd rather be a MGTOW.
I ain't giving bitches my money. What the fuck? I'm a Jew, remember?
Oh, right. I thought Jews were about traditional marriage.
Fuck that. I ain't giving a bitch my money.
What? You're not gonna break the glass light bulb or some shit?
You just need to find the right woman, man. No shiskas.
Yeah, but breaking that China, it costs money.
It ain't even China.
just
it's
gotta
just
marry
cheap
another-
glass, and you know it's cheap glass.
Marry a
goddamn well
rich
it's not
Jew
fucking
bitch.
China under there.
Everybody knows it's cheap fucking glass because you.
They
fucking
grab the
guys don't wanna spend
cheapest
any more
fucking glass off of the fucking bar. It's the glass that you give to the guys who are already way too deep. That's what they let you smash. Use your goddamn head.
Jesus
That's still
fucking
$2.
Christ.
It is still like that is fair.
It's a wedding. They'll splurge $2 for a wedding.
Yeah,
I
don't
won't.
they use a don't they use like somebody's used light bulb or some shit now?
But only for the first wedding. They make the groom pay. If there's a divorce in the second wedding.
Oy vey.
They're not paying for it twice.
All right, so
$2 is $2 after all.
I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm going to leave my secretary in charge. I just
fuck.
realized that Jacob Novo is in the chat, and I have a new rule for him. If he don't pay every time I go to take a smoke, somebody in the chat gets to boot him. Just because I don't like him. I'll be back.
Well, while we're on the subject of Knoxville and all the stuff going on there, for everybody who is going to Knoxville, everybody who is visiting it to go see the Tonka versus Stutter Skeet fight, I highly recommend the House of Dragon for the best Chinese food that you will ever hope to have. It is run by two grumpy old Chinese people who are probably married. And that is the tip-off as to part of why they are the
I'd
best
like to
Chinese
say
food.
that if you were traveling any good distance to go see Tonka and Andy fight, you have a lot more problems in your life than where to eat Chinese food. That's my vote.
I'm just saying the option is there. And if you want just some good, cheap deli, you can go down to Gus's Good Time Deli. It is very good sandwiches.
How
They
much is
steam
Gus
'em.
paying you?
Nope, nothing. Nothing. I just
Fucking chill for Gus on the Snatch Cast.
Wait a second. Is this a proper delicatessen?
It's not a proper delicatessen by any means. It is the place where
Blasphemy.
drunk people go during game day. But it's got some great fucking sandwiches.
You mean during sports day? I don't.
Yeah, game
Oh, a
day.
bar.
Whenever the
sports
football
bar.
goes on and everybody's
So
coming
it's
in
less a
Knoxville,
delicatessen and more a sports bar.
it's not even a bar. It's just a place where you can get sandwiches and fries, and then you eat them, and
But
then
you
you
said
go.
drunk people. You specifically said drunk people.
Yes,
So people
drunk
go there.
people who got drunk before going to
So
Gus's Good Times
this
Deli.
place is full of people who've been drinking and driving. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty
And you're
much, no,
recommending that
drinking.
people go risk their lives in the parking lot of this
There is no
of this
parking lot on the strip. You have to
mislabeled
walk.
delicatessen.
You get drunk at the Coliseum nearby, and then you walk down the hill, and then you go to Gus's Good Times Deli, and then you go to the hookah bar right next to it. At least I think there's a
Do
hookah
they
bar
have a
there.
place where I can drink and eat at the same time? Anywhere
Yes,
in the city?
yeah, it's actually near House of Dragon. I forgot what it was called. It's some kind of the thing in barrel or some shit.
Nobody goes there. Nobody goes to the place where you can eat and drink at the same
I
time.
have
Everyone makes
never
a Gus
been to a
hut.
place where I can't do both of those things. If you go to a bar, there's gonna be food. Use your goddamn head.
No, I'm just going off his
I walked
description
away from
of Gus's.
conversation.
Gus's delicatessen.
No, it's not a delicatessen. It's Gus's Good Times Deli. They sell burgers, they sell hot dogs, and they sell mostly sandwiches.
Wait, a deli implies delicatessen.
You, you haven't been in Knoxville, have you?
No, that's actually one of the reasons why I'm going there. Just thought I would be like, fuck, these people are backwards, and then come back to California.
Yeah,
well,
deli.
no,
Is that
Knoxville is
supposed to
not
be
the
like
best
sandwiches and shit.
Yeah, just sandwiches and shit. You get drunk, you go over there for a steamed sandwich.
Yeah, a burger is not a sandwich.
Yeah, but they have burgers
A
as
deli
well.
should not have burgers. That's
Well,
not
No,
a
it should
deli
not.
anymore.
Well, I didn't name the fucking place. I've only been there. And they do a pretty
Well,
good
you
rice
shouldn't
with the-
support it either. They named the shit wrong.
Yep.
It's false advertising.
Schmeckle's
take
on
it up
board.
with them.
He knows a real
I
delicatessen.
will take it out with them. Put the goddamn name in the fucking side chat or fucking tweet it at me. I will take it up with them. We'll have an argument about their
Fine.
fucking name.
I
Teach them what
actually
a real
think they have
fucking
a
deli
Twitter.
is.
Hold on.
Every time I say shit like that, I sound more Jewish. God damn it.
It's okay.
Somebody
I should
Google
not be
deli.
arguing about delis right now. But no, back to the
Holy
chat.
shit, it actually has a Twitter account.
Linus, you're cutting like in and out like real bad.
Sorry, it has a Twitter account.
Okay, good. Send that to me. Well, we'll have a fight later. But no, back to the Zeph shit a little bit. I'd like to obviously everyone here in the chat has already heard the story. We just had it summed up. What do you think of the odds that this was Zeph and Zeph? Like Zeph was the other Schmeckle, or Zeph and somebody Zeph knows, rather than Zeph and some guy randomly trying to troll me.
I think it's Zeph and Zeph.
That's where I'm leaning.
I'll play devil's advocate and say that maybe Zeph was legitimately threatened by somebody who's trying to screw you both. Just
No,
to give him the
I
benefit
could
of the
kind of
doubt.
see that, but it seems kind of weird to me because they're sitting there. First off, some of the older messages that Geek Dulu got from them was all about, oh, you fucked over Tonka, so I'm trying to do this. Me and Tonka ain't that close. Like, that's a dumb route to go. And plus, it used to be under a different name. The switch to being me, how are you gonna hold that route while also being like, it's all about you fucking over Tonka? I've said many times, even I think within the past couple days, Tonka can fight his own fucking fights. I'm out for me and mine. Tonka ain't those.
And he's going to in Knoxville on Sunday. No, it's
I mean,
not.
to be fair, Tonka has paid me like $3,000 to show up in Knoxville and pretend to be him. I'm gonna have to take off most of the beard, grow a couple inches taller, and work out a
Lose some
bunch.
weight, fucking fatty.
Gain weight? You
Gain
fucking
weight.
kidding?
Christ.
There's
Although
actually,
actually, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive based on the pictures Andy Worsey posted. I do think I weigh more than him, so I might be in the right fucking weight class
Weight
there.
class.
So you're healthy weight.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm not exactly healthy anything.
No, healthy weight.
You know, people use a lot of words to
I
describe.
know, I'm
Schmeckle,
about
and healthy isn't one of them.
yeah, that word really pops up. I'm 5'11", like 150 to 160, somewhere
Yeah,
in that range.
It's a healthy weight.
But none of it's muscle. No muscle.
Even more reason for it to be a healthy weight.
But I
Had muscle,
think I could take some Andy Worski. I think I could beat him up. He says he used to box. I used to do a bunch of cokes and cokes. A bunch of coke and get into some
Coke,
fights.
plural.
Yeah, I had to sample every little bit, right? I was a connoisseur.
Well, you've heard his fighting exploitations, right? He sucker punched a guy and bit another guy.
Oh, yeah, see, I was joking about the coke fights and shit. I've only been in a couple
Wait, who is this
fights in my
Tonka? Is
life,
Tonka
like a
a
couple in
fighter?
high school and a bar fight here or there, right? I think like 2 bar fights. I never sucker punched a guy and ran off and claimed a win. All of my fights have been broken up before anyone won. But I've certainly never just gone, bam, ha, I got you, I won. Although that's what I'm gonna do when I one day meet up with Brockus. I'm just gonna punch him in his face. He's gonna fall down. I'm gonna be like, ha, I beat the shit out of the giant. Fucking 6'4" fucking giant fell to fucking David. Which one was the small one?
The Jew.
The Jew. David. That's obviously a Jewish name.
Schmeckle, you keep going down this route. Eventually, you're gonna be saying, "Oi."
Yeah, I'm gonna start like fucking slipping out with fucking Hebrew and shit. It'd be terrible.
Is that so kosher?
Oh, we got Fat Andy in the chat. He keeps saying, well, now he's saying, what up, Psycho? He kept saying, what up, Schmeckle? I don't know if I know Fat Andy. The name sounds familiar, but so do a lot of names.
He's the good Andy.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
bring
Asian
him on.
Andy's a good Andy.
Oh, wait, he's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of Mexican Andy.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Andys. Asian Andy, Mexican Andy, Fat Andy.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Asian Andy. I know I like Mexican Andy.
Well, what happened with Asian Andy?
No, I don't dislike him. Just I never met the guy. Never been interested in this shit. Right?
He's just your token banana. That's why Schmeckle hates him.
What's
yes,
a token banana?
I hate the yellows.
Yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
Oh.
I'm gonna call my girlfriend that.
But no, I gotta ask, since I clearly have
You gotta tell me how that goes. I can't wait.
I clearly have a group of people who have much like myself, never been entirely successful on the internet, right? Never taken off, never gotten big.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Andy's secret is?
secret?
I know how he got there. It was the SJW videos. But how do you think he keeps it up? I mean, we talked a lot of shit about Andy Worski tonight, but
Like
something
ungodly
has
shit.
to keep him popular, right? No, I'm not saying there's like some fucking conspiracy here. I'm just I'm asking that. What do you think he does that keeps him fucking popular?
Sell out. Give his channel to other people.
To be fair, he did try to claim that is one thing that came up. He tried to claim that he lost money and viewers off the Kumite. Yeah, he did when it all fell apart.
At this point, it's just.
But
I think
they also
revitalized
revitalized his fucking channel.
You know,
They
just wanna
revitalized
see
his fucking channel.
They want to see what the next train wreck is going to be.
Oh yeah, and basically what happened was Andy had a channel that was kind of starting to die, right? It's still big, but the views were going down. Kumite comes in, revitalizes the fucking channel. Then Kumite fails on the channel. Views start to dwindle again. Andy tries to say that destroyed his channel. Motherfucker, you were destroying your channel on your own. These people came in and gave you a little spike of life. These guys weren't the guys that killed you. They were the fucking defibrillator pads on your fucking chest after you'd already flatlined. They give you one more little heartbeat.
Fat Andy is saying that YouTube won't let him subscribe.
Sounds about right.
YouTube won't let you. Yeah. You know, that's probably something that happens. Yeah, I have
bullshit.
I'm not surprised by any fucking YouTube fucked up story at this point. No, all of this shit. All of this shit that happens with people not being able to follow people, not being able to get the video shit like that, not getting the notifications when they hit the fucking bell shit. Yeah, I'm sure this is just par for the fucking course at this point, right? Hey, YouTube fucked up. Like, yeah, then the sky is blue.
Water is wet.
It's not a huge surprise to me that they might be fucking up in that type of way. No, honestly, like Andy Worski, like that. We are often here on the Cunts. Actually, I feel like I need to look you guys in the eye and level with you. We here on the Cunt Stream are often negative, maybe critical of other people. Sometimes we say some mean things. Sometimes we might offend some of the people that we're speaking about, or some of the people that like those people that are watching us. So I'm thinking, in the spirit of taking that into account, it is almost Christmas time. We do need to be generous. We do need to be a little bit more kind and loving to people. I'd like to hear what nice things you guys have to say about Andy Worski.
I don't know about that, but did anybody else get lost in his eyes for a while there?
I got lost in my eyes for a second there.
I got
I sure did.
3/4 of the way aroused. Like 3/4, almost a guaranteed 4/5.
I
Andy
was
Worski
serious. Let's
made me laugh 4 years ago.
That's a nice comment, Andy Worski. 4 years ago, you made Robert Como laugh, and laughter is a sign of happiness.
It's at least a chuckle or two.
You know, I
There we
do.
go.
I do actually have something nice to say about Andy. Like when he left for a short while, and when he came back, and he started to do those really abstract videos. You know what I'm talking about? The Worski Goes Insane things, which more prophetic than we could ever hope to see. But you know, they were not terrible videos. They had a certain sense of humor to them. They had a style. They had an aesthetic.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's already been taken, so I gotta think of something else. But his videos used to entertain me. I love the guy's videos. He was one of the wouldn't say one of the first channels I started watching before I started doing this shit, but he was close.
I mean,
I,
he was legitimately entertaining as a video maker.
I'm gonna be honest. I've said it well before me and Andy had any beef. I've always preferred Chris, but the channel itself was good. It was
I knew
entertaining.
Chris was a smart one as soon as he stopped being that in the videos in the live streams. He's just like, nope, gonna back away slowly, off camera.
A lot of people say that that's about the JF alt-right angle that Andy took for a little while, and the fact that the alt-right is not so fond of people that aren't white, as Chris is not.
Well, that's because
Personally, I think he just left because he was busy with other things.
the alt right is just a bunch of jealous fuckers.
I can't really back up that sentiment. I think a lot of the arguments they make are just, hey, you guys get this thing, why don't we?
Okay, who do they
Too
complain about
many
the
of you
most?
and not enough of us.
Who do they complain about the most?
And that's what I'm saying. I couldn't tell you. I'm not that. I know the base
The
level of the
Jews.
alt-right. Oh yeah, if you're gonna complain about the Jews, it's obviously just fucking jealousy. The Jews are basically like they're white people that look like you, and just well, most of them for some reason make more money. I don't know why. Maybe their religion is the right one. Maybe God's just smiling on them.
Like, why do Asians make more money? I mean, it's just a
Because
demographic that has
all
strict
Asians
parents
are
and
Jewish.
yeah, it's a demographic that has strict parents and a high
Oh, actually,
a
yeah.
high
Same
insistence on
goddamn
education and shit.
thing.
It's like, you know,
Jews and
Ryder's gonna
Asians
be
are
a
successful
yeah.
because their parents make them be.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Asians got. Are you doctor yet? No. Go back to study. Jews,
And then Jewish get are you fucking married yet? I don't see no fucking ring on her finger.
no, it's also. Hey, are you doing your taxes properly? It's all,
Make sure that you file the T-135 properly, or the government's gonna come and get you. You understand that, right? And if the government comes to get you, I'm not gonna back you up because I filed my taxes properly.
exactly. It's a high threshold of achievement.
Fact that
None of
Jews
this
one
ribbon
of the
bullshit.
Yeah, Asians need to fucking graduate from Harvard. Jews need to do the taxes properly. Both are hard things to do.
And then you get a bunch of white people.
Well, also, it's just
Say,
like,
get
you
rid
know,
of them.
the Jews just kind of figured out. It's like, you know, there's a lot of money in handling other people's money, so let's focus on that.
well, I mean, there's also the fact that Judaism is one of the oldest religions in existence, or one of the oldest most active ones, to the point where they have developed almost a philosophy within the religion that allows them to think about their religion in ways that most
I think
religious
this whole like Jewish conspiracy thing, it all comes from the Bible. It's all just prejudice, kind of religious leftover prejudice from the Bible that's been handed down through generations. Because Jews were the money changers and the ones that killed Jesus, and so there's always just been this, in the Christian world, this unconscious hatred of the Jews.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really anything like that. I think the reason people hate the Jews is, partially there is the religious reasons that could tie to the Abrahamic religions, but you have fucking atheists and shit hating the Jews, and a lot of that is just they in general make more money
it's
and are more
because they fall
successful.
victim to this whole fucking conspiracy crap bullshit, which is influenced by the general Western distrust of the Jews, and provided by the Bible. It all leads back to that shit, I think.
Yeah,
Well, there's
and
also
I'm
the-
sorry.
On a subliminal, subconscious level.
Yeah, I'm sorry. At this point, like, I don't care if you're religious or anything like that. You can believe in your God or whatever. But if you're taking your fucking beliefs from the Bible, regardless of whether or not you believe in the God, you're fucking retard. Go ahead and believe in the God. You can have your fucking arguments about whether or not a God exists. But you guys who read that book realize that it was written, it's part of the fucking story, that it was written by non-deity type people who lived 2,000 years ago and, wiped their asses with their hands.
Yeah, I take it as seriously as Aesop's fables.
You know what? Aesop at least had like clear morals in every story.
Yep.
There was no taking one of Aesop's fables wrong. Hey, if your all-powerful deity wrote this fucking story, he would have written it perfectly. If the reason it's not written perfectly is because he handed it down to, again, fucking nomads from 2,000 years ago who, again, didn't have toilet paper. And keep in mind, toilet paper is literally just a sheet of paper that you wipe your ass with. Maybe give a fucking little grain of salt to it. They didn't have salt, but we do.
So somebody should have made toilet papyrus, or shit was written on like fucking sheep gut back then and shit, wasn't it?
I'm sorry. Back then, you mentioned a sheep. You could take a handful of wool, but most of them still use the goddamn hands. That's why infection was so everywhere all the time.
Go far back enough in time, and people were using sheep guts as like paper.
They actually used sand. They used sand to clean their ass.
Also, not a good way to clean your ass.
Actually, it's not a bad way to clean your ass.
You can use it to like clean a stone or a blade or something. If you're cleaning your ass, you're rubbing dirt into an orifice.
No, but sand, not dirt, sand. Like sand out in the desert.
Sand is still
sterile.
Dirt.
But
sand is little rocks.
Yeah, it's tiny rocks. It's sterile out in the
You
desert.
also should not have... I guess maybe in the desert it gets baked sterile, but you still should not be shoving sand up your asshole.
You're not shoving sand up your asshole. You're rubbing it against the shit to get it off.
Yes, while also rubbing it continuously against a mucousy body orifice.
I will admit, sand is not ideal. But
it's not ideal.
Like, if you ever dried your hand,
never mind whether or not it's ideal. They still had the option to make a sheet of something and use it.
They didn't have that option. Well, okay, they kind of did have that option, yeah.
They completely had that option.
But it wasn't energy efficient to make a sheet every time they fucking... Because think about where you got to wash that sheet. You got to wash that sheet out in the fucking oasis, and you got to use that oasis for fucking water. So if you're spending time and energy into a sheet that's going to be used to wipe your ass, that you're not going to be able to...
You got your shit bucket, so you fill that up with a little bit of water.
You take a fucking bucket of water and you
Clean
don't
the
need
shit
to
right
clean it in the open water.
Well, they didn't have the ability to
make buckets.
Fine, they would have that ability, yeah.
So I believe cavemen could make a fucking bowl.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm just saying, don't trust anybody who can't figure out toilet paper. If you cannot come up with some equivalent of toilet paper, your people deserves to die out.
Yeah, no, I made the mistake camping one time of using poison ivy to wipe my ass.
Your people deserve to die out.
They do. They do. They're not known for making smart decisions.
I mean, goddamn, poison ivy?
I thought it was just a regular leaf, and
don't use a leaf to clean your ass.
I was 15. It was camp, and it was, there were no toilets around, and everybody else was fishing for catfish, and I was in the tall grass, and I'm like, oh, this leaf looks like it could work. So I grabbed it, used it, instantly regretted it. So I'm in the tent with my ass splayed out in the air, waiting for it to cool off, which it never really did. And it,
Sounds
Dude.
bad.
And
yeah,
you,
no,
you
and I was
just
the kind of
decided
kid, and
poison
I
ivy. This is the thing I'll use. Leaves of 3 fucking shits off of me.
Well, I wasn't that knowledgeable at the time. We hadn't taken those classes yet. It was still, yeah, it wasn't my best, wasn't my brightest moment. But what makes it even worse is that I'm the kind of guy who's very thorough, so I kind of get in there a little bit to weed everything out.
Oh,
He's also a gay
Yeah,
man.
well,
So there may be a
inside
reason
I
he's
did not know I
exploring
was
deeper.
gay at the time. I just thought that I was
I think
envious of
this
straight guys.
this situation might have been a fucking eye opener for you.
Well,
By the point you were like, "Oh, why do I have poison ivy 4 inches into my asshole?" You might.
I was just trying to get it
Oh my
clean.
God.
And I didn't know I was gay yet. I just thought I was envious of skinny guys. And then when I got skinny myself and found myself still checking out guys, I'm like, oh, wow, I might actually be attracted to this.
After he had the tingle in his asshole for a couple weeks, he realized he was gay. I wonder. I wish Brockus was around. I'd like to hear his coming of age story. I hope it involves poison ivy as well.
Wait, no, that was years before I. Okay, fine, we'll stick with that.
It's canon now.
It's
Linus.
canon now. Yeah, it's canon. Oh, Brockus.
Brockus, where the fuck did you go? You're supposed to be running this fucking show. You said you'd be right back fucking 32 minutes ago.
Brockus.
Did he finally go to kill his neighbor's dog?
He tried to get off, but unfortunately, instead of lube, all he had was poison ivy. So he's not having a great time.
So he's raping the neighbor's dog.
Actually, Call Me Oz says, poison ivy made you gay. You'll get a job with BuzzFeed. Linus, are you by any chance a writer of any sort?
Duh, I've been working on a book.
Can you please write us a goddamn story that we will submit to BuzzFeed about how you became gay and realized you were gay because of poison ivy?
Holy shit, that could actually work.
You and I will work on it together. You can put it in under your name, or we can put it in under a fake name, or
Let's
something
put it
like
under
that.
a fake name. I'm not willing
But
to.
can we write this? You
I
became
can write
gay
it.
because you wiped your ass with poison ivy.
I am almost done with my big papers, so yes, I will fucking write that over the Christmas break since we're no longer going to be working on the fucking
Perfect.
Peace Summit.
This is gonna be. I bet you they fucking
Oh
accept
my
it.
God.
Oh my god. Oh shit, we just revealed
Yep.
our secret plan online.
That's okay. BuzzFeed don't fucking watch us.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, whenever, God, back when Warski was still entertaining, it was like, he always did his secret plans live on stream.
I would like to point out that we don't have Brockus here, so I'm gonna have to do it. I can't do an Alex Jones. I don't like them putting poison ivy on the butthole, turning the freaking Lionels gay.
That's actually not so bad. Not the poison ivy in my asshole, but the impression.
I'm sure the poison ivy in the asshole wasn't so bad. It made you find your sexuality.
I
would like to say that we should put in the article that it was a stinging but not unpleasant revelation.
No, I'll come up with some things. I'm gonna go full Gonzo for this shit.
Yeah, man. I was fucking wiping my ass one day. Poison ivy. Now I'm a faggot. Here's why. But make it like it was a real like
a
soul
real
searching
story.
journey.
Yeah,
Like, it was transformative. It changed your life.
the blisters in my ass made me scratch at it numerous times, and after prodding and poking at it, I began to get a sense of enjoyment from it.
As I realized that my finger was scratching at blisters 4 inches into my anus, I thought, well, hey, this ain't terrible. Yeah, you can phrase that a little better. I've never had the whole gay exploratory experience.
Oh God, let me tell you about the time I was jacking off right before cross country. Holy shit. So there I was, 4 fingers in my ass, my hand almost to my knuckle in there, trying to just furiously bent over, jacking off, trying to get off right before we had to leave. And it was just, God, it was awful.
How small are your hands?
Not very small.
4 fingers is too many.
No, I'd yet to get past the knuckle though, was the thing. I'm still working. Well, I can't do that anymore. The hemorrhoids have kind of ruined that for me.
Probably because of all the times you've tried to shove 4 fingers into your ass simultaneously.
Well, actually, the hemorrhoids were from me overdoing it on exercise.
What kind of exercises, Linus?
Regular exercises. Regular exercises. I kind of go overboard with the things that I do, which kind of...
He gets a little hardcore with the anal kegels. Motherfucker can lift 80 pounds with his anus.
I actually got diagnosed with an overtly tight butthole. When I was talking with my doctor about, hey, these hemorrhoids are really painful. How do we get rid of them? And he's like, oh, yeah, well, you see, your asshole's really tight and you built up a lot of muscle there, so we may have to do a surgery to get some of that muscle removed.
Otherwise, you'll never be able to have the butt sex again.
Well, my problem was more with pooping without screaming every time, but yeah.
Oh, man, you shit without screaming? Pussy.
But yeah, the only other option was to get like a special cream that had to be formulated at this local pharmacy to try and shrink and kill off the skin tags.
I don't know what's happening.
Brockus, you're back!
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about how you figured out that you were half a fag. Linus just told us in depth how he figured out he was gay through poison ivy.
I've already talked about this on several streams. Why do I have to keep talking about it?
Because
so that way I can write it down.
It ties in with the topic, and Linus will take notes this time, so I remember.
Okay, fine. It's actually not very eventful. I've always had this.
There was no poison ivy involved?
No, there was no fucking poison ivy involved. Anyways, I've always had this strange attraction towards certain men. I didn't really actually understand it myself. I always thought it was just, no, I can appreciate the male form and not actually want to have sex with it. As I got older, things kept happening. Certain moments would pass, and I couldn't stop having odd thoughts every once in a while. It was a constant struggle, and sometime last year, I finally came to terms with the fact that, no, yeah, I'm bi.
Wait, you've only known you were bisexual for a year?
God,
again,
we've been streaming for 2 years.
Yeah, I've only been streaming with you for this year.
Brockus, I'm so turned on right now. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, baby. So yeah, no, it's a relatively new. I've told you this 1,000 times, probably. I don't know if that's an actual number, but I've told you over and over again. This is still a relatively new thing for me. This is something. This is something I had discovered last year, and it's something that I'm still struggling with. Okay, I have never actually.
Deep down,
so now, Brockus, you realize Linus is my secretary now, which means he's our secretary, which means you can experiment, right?
No,
he's your secretary.
Brockus, Linus, you knew what you were signing up for.
Put me back in the drawer.
Sexual harassment was part of the job.
God damn it.
In all honesty, Schmeckle,
if you'd like to fuck our secretary, he's, as far as I know, poison ivy free. That's not something that sticks around that long, right?
Yeah, right. You know, sure.
There you go, Brockus. Me trying to hook Jimmy up with Misa never worked, but at least you can fuck Linus.
What are you into, Brockus? Twinks, bears, cubs, BBC?
I would say it's mostly Twinks.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Oh, Linus is small as shit.
No, I'm not small. I'm small, but I'm not a twink.
Linus would be considered he'd be considered an otter.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I don't know what
Definitely
that
an otter.
means.
What the
I
fuck
knew
is
there
that?
I knew there were bears and there were twinks. I thought he ain't a bear, so he's a
I
twink.
was a flabby twink. I was a flabby twink in high school, but then I became an otter in college.
The
What?
fuck is an otter?
What does
It's
that
an
mean?
evolved twink. It's the.
I don't
second
want to know what an
What?
otter is. I don't need to know that.
It's the second form of a twink. The final form is a silver
That
fox.
explains nothing.
The
Okay,
final
like
Like
form.
when
otter
you're
is
a
just a
twink
very
that
big
grew a
twink.
beard, you're a twink that got fat, you're
So can you go Super Saiyan in your final form?
Yes, the final form of a twink is a silver fox.
Oh wait,
that's
yeah,
an old guy,
I
right?
get it. You're too
Yeah.
old to be a twink.
Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, you're too Anderson Cooper's gay?
Yes.
You guys didn't know that?
You didn't know
Jesus
that?
fucking no! I knew that. Fucking Schmeckle's the only dumbass here who apparently didn't.
Yeah, no,
God
Anderson
damn.
Cooper's gay as shit.
He's out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
proud.
yeah, you were talking next level, like an otter's an old twink.
Yeah.
Oh well,
No, an otter is like a
if
twink
Brockus
that
likes
no longer
twinks,
have its-
Wait,
Brockus is older than you, Linus, which means he can't go for twinks no more. He needs
For
otters.
Christ's sake! Okay,
Otter-
look,
Brockus is a bear.
I am primarily
Brockus is
attracted.
a bear. I knew that.
I am primarily attracted to very effeminate men. If
Yeah.
I'm going to date men,
Linus.
it's going to be
No, I'm not
basically
effeminate.
something that could easily just put on a wig and a dress, and people think it's actually a chick.
Yeah.
Linus,
No,
just shave your face.
No, I don't. I'm not. It wouldn't matter.
So, Brockus,
Hey, okay, so Brockus, Milo Yiannopoulos, smash or pass?
I'd probably smash.
Yeah, smash.
You guys think he would look like a chick if he put a wig on?
He
He
has.
said
he does.
effeminate men, and he's a pretty effeminate man.
He's got like a long ass fucking like weird like dude long face though.
Have you not seen him in drag?
No. I haven't seen I've seen Steven Crowder in drag. That's about it.
You know what? I will send you a Milo Yiannopoulos video where he's actually doing a
Drag
Christine
performance.
Ford impersonation. Not a drag performance, just him dressed up as Christine Ford. And like, if he didn't speak, you probably would have thought, I'm pretty sure that is either a masculine dude or an effeminate guy. Anyways, we've got several Streamlabs here from Joseph Kerwin. I'm going to go.
I
ahead and,
love when you
these.
say several Streamlabs. I mean, they're all going to failure tonight, but still, I love it.
Joseph Kerwin for $3. Andy's real motivation for his chargeback: drug money. He's going to be fucked when his bank says the chargeback has been represented and we aren't going to arbitration for your shit.
I can't find a lighter. I was gonna pretend to set my nipple on fire.
Oh God, don't set your nipple.
Oh,
on.
don't! I wouldn't actually set my nipple on fire. I'm not Andy Worski. I stopped doing cocaine when I was 19.
You're such a shitty liar.
Fire. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've done it since then, but I stopped doing it like on a regular basis when I was like 19.
I like this next one from Joseph Kerwin, $3. Nice words about Worski. For a man of his hygiene, he doesn't steal as much as you think he would. That's actually semi-positive. Yes, Joseph.
That sounded like a compliment and an insult at the same time. You're a complex man, Joseph.
God, we need to get him on.
Joseph's always welcome. He gives me money. That means I love him.
Religion of $3 from Joseph Kerwin. Religion evolves. For example, 1 Timothy 2:12. I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. She must be quiet.
All right, now I'll be right back in moments. You continue reading these, but also send a link to Dongwave.
That must have been in reference to the babysitters when Schmeckle was making really, really, really fucking horrible fucking jokes.
Probably. And then the last one that I've seen, Joseph Kerwin for $3. Hey, Brockus, no shame dipping your pen in the company ink. In the company ink.
What the hell are you using my shoulder blades for?
It's my cock rest. You need to just sit there.
God damn it!
Shut the
Is
fuck
it
up
at
and
least
accept
my
it.
left one?
No.
Oh.
All right, where the fuck is Dong Wave?
I haven't seen my cock.
Just shut your eyes and keep repeating to yourself, Brockus's love, Brockus's life.
I'm not doing that.
to,
Go back to.
to be honest, the whole me and being bi and all that stuff, it's not even a like thing that I get too into or anything like that, because I've never actually really gone that route. I've kind of tested the waters. Didn't know really what I was doing.
Brockus, don't make awkward. Don't make it awkward. Just go, ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this guy. Don't gotta make it an awkward thing, Brockus.
Don't make me slap the shit out of you.
But also, I've already sent him your address and you his address.
You don't even know my address.
Linus, I've already got the tickets paid for.
Oh God.
Don't argue with me.
Oh God. But my address is where
You'll
your
find a
desk
pack
is.
of condoms in the cab that picks you up.
Where the fuck did you put the desk I sleep in?
It's in the back of the fucking cab. What the fuck do you think?
God damn
Not
it,
letting you
man.
ride in the front like a people.
Okay, that's fine, but did you at least put all of my bones in the right part, in the right shelves?
Oh no, I didn't pack any bones. You're gonna be starved until you get Brockus's.
Oh God. No, I mean like my bones, the bones that are me.
Oh no, not a single one. They're all out of order.
Oh God damn it. Oh,
Brockus
he's got work to
Brockus
do.
is gonna have full access to the mouth hole when he shows up, and I doubt he'll assemble the rest.
Oh.
Anyway, how you doing, Dong? We're talking about some fucking Zeph, Andy, fucking there was some fun shit the past couple days. I had fun with it.
I'm all right. I actually just ordered a new phone.
That's very interesting. I am very interested in hearing the whole story about that. Can you tell us how it went when you first said hello to the clerk?
To the what?
Oh, when you walked into the store to buy the new phone, was the clerk polite? Did he smile at you? How was he with the first interaction?
What is this? 1998? I ordered it on Amazon, like a civilized human being.
Oh yeah, you use
But
the
if
internet.
you order it online, who's gonna compliment your mustache?
You know, some things there are sacrifices that must be made for the modern convenience.
The last time I bought a new phone, the clerk kissed me on my mustache. It was beautiful.
But I've had
appearances, right? Because he had just kissed me on my mustache.
That's only because you upgraded to the molestation package.
I've had an
I
HTC One
did actually pay
M9 for
for
like
that
3-4 years, and it's starting to fall apart.
I don't know if
Volume.
Dong realizes how uninterested the rest of us are in
The
this conversation
volume
and why we
buttons
keep saying other things.
are starting to not work, and the operating system's like 4 versions out of date. So I ordered a Pokephone.
Dong.
What
Yeah.
the hell is a Pokephone?
It's a phone.
Poke a phone your way to the pole.
It's a flagship killer. It's like 360, and it has all the same specs and powers as like a $700, $800 flagship phone.
I have no fucking clue what that means.
It's got a Snapdragon 845.
What the hell are these words?
Yes, stop just saying words that none of us care about. Dong, what do you think about the goddamn motherfucking Andy shit?
Oh, I'm getting sick of it all.
You're getting sick of it.
Can we not just get to January
that
and have
opinion on it yet?
Have him get his head knocked off and then be done with it?
Then everybody goes into
more specifically, Dongwave. What do you think about the money you took from failure?
I didn't even follow the details of that. Somebody explain it to me.
Oh,
Linus,
I'll let either Linus or Brockus do that.
How about this, Dongwave? What do you think about the apparent 2-hour fucking live stream that the Killstream did on you specifically talking mad shit, apparently?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Me?
Killstream did a stream on Dongwave.
Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of a update. Yesterday, I decided
Massive fucking update, Brockus.
Yeah, I didn't hear
the fuck down!
You'd think somebody would tell me about this thing.
Yes. So yesterday, after I decided to go in on fucking Geek and ended up proving him wrong twice, One of his Spurgy ass followers, somebody that we're familiar with, Alistair,
Oh God.
he decided to try to prove me wrong by spurging the fuck out on Twitter. Long story short, he started making accusations directed at Tonka, of course, and Dongwave. Then he decided to actually send me the link to a stream me by the kill stream, where it's 2 hours, as in his words, 2 hours dedicated to Dongwave, where they just basically out him for the dirtbag that he is what Alistair was saying.
Okay, is there any truth to that, or is he just a retarded Asperger's syndrome?
I asked him for fucking timestamp, and that's when he said the entire 2 hours is dedicated to, because I thought it was just like a small part of the fucking the stream.
Woo,
But yeah.
Dongwave, you got 2 hours of your life to waste.
I'm gonna go looking for that.
First off, Linus, Dongwave's part of the family, so do us a favor and spend 2 hours of your life looking through that.
No, there's no reason to anymore. The Peace Summit's off.
I honestly,
the Peace Summit is off. At this point, it's a different goal for Schmeckle, Linus.
Because Ralph, you know, I go on there all the time. He would have either asked me to come on, and because that's how they do the same thing we do. If they're talking about something and they can get them, they'll say, "Hey, come on."
Well,
and have your piece said.
I just had a brilliant idea. Brockus, why don't you invite Alistair?
Wait, it might have actually been medical.
I noticed Alistair had said some mean things about me. Apparently, he's got some mean things to say about Dongwave. Why don't he come speak with us about them? I mean, I'm here. Dongwave.
Make your secretary fucking do it, Jesus.
I'm not going near that fucking Spurg.
First off, Brockus, I know you have contact with him. I don't know if Linus does.
He can look at my goddamn Twitter.
I stopped giving a shit about Alistair after he no longer went with the chimp out, did he?
Somebody who can DM that motherfucker, send him a goddamn link. I don't care which one.
Hey,
Lionel
Don,
has the
what
ability
happened
to.
between
I'm in
you
the
and
middle of
Alistair
something.
with the chimp out anyways?
It's a long story. Basically, it started with him. Is Schmeckle muted? Anyway, it started with him
I'm
being.
never muted. I'm just being quiet.
It started with him being creepy to Aiden Paladin on various forms of social media, and getting like super creepy about it.
I'm sorry. Could you elaborate on like how he was creepy? Because I feel like that is gonna play into.
We've actually covered it on this show before.
Oh, I know we have. I know we have, but that's on. That was I think on the other channel, and all of those streams are down now.
Let me find the picture.
The link I put in the side chat is the stream he specifically sent me. And like I said, I asked for timestamp, but he said the entire 2 hours.
Well, one of you motherfuckers do me a favor and invite him in here.
Oh, Brockus, that's not the kill stream. That's Rari.
Oh, okay.
And
those
are
two very different things.
Shut the fuck up, Schmeckle! Jesus Christ!
No, Brockus, those are two very fucking different things.
Yes, I understand that, fuckwad.
The kill stream matters. And then Rari.
Thank you, Schmeckle, for once again interrupting me as I'm explaining myself. Me and him were having a lot of things to discuss yesterday. I was barely paying attention to half of it because he bores the fuck out of me because he's such a goddamn retarded ass spurg that I don't really pay much attention to what he's saying because none of it's even fucking
how
real.
I feel about literally all of these streams, but I still retain some things. I remember which stream I was on at least.
Hey, you guys wanted me to send a link to Frasier?
No Frasier. Until we get fucking Alistair.
Oh, never mind. He says he's too tired anyway.
We got more Streamlabs.
Send a goddamn link to Alistair. Bring that motherfucker in here. He's got some mean things to say. He wants to say some mean things, at least about me and Dongwave. I think he had some insulting things to say about you, Brockus. I think it would be fun if we could say those things face to face.
It's all nonsense. He's using conjecture and unrelated screenshots to try and make something where there's nothing. And I have all the screenshots I need to prove him wrong. I just haven't released them because it involves DMs between myself and Ape, and Ape's been gone, so I haven't been able to ask him if he's cool with me releasing those.
That was one thing I found really funny with the shit with Zeph today. 2 points. 2 reasons I really love this situation. One, he was dealt with and disproved like half an hour after I heard about it. Yeah, it was very easy. It was like, yeah, here's all the reasons that ain't me. Second, unlike every single one of my co-hosts, most people in these quote-unquote communities, etc., nobody heard me complaining about this shit until it was solved. Because you don't need to panic about people saying things about you on the internet.
Yeah. Brockus, open that link I just put in the sidebar and read that, because you read it last time and you did a phenomenal job.
Oh, is this the Alistair bullshit?
This is the thing that started it all. This was the original sort of beginning to it. Unless you count the that me, but this was the meme.
I like the
that
neckbeard
off.
artwork.
You know
Yeah,
what? I'm gonna
one
save
second.
this image, and the next time fuckwad wants to come at me, I'm just gonna keep spamming this at him.
Are we
Send
just gonna
it
look
to
at
me
links
too,
from them, or
Brockus.
are we gonna
It's in the
get
side
that
chat,
motherfucker on here?
Oh, okay.
Guys,
Yeah,
I am gonna
are-
have to take off for the evening.
Bye,
right.
Rob.
Bye.
Have a good one, Rob.
Take it easy.
I
But
love
are
you most
we
of
gonna
all, Schmeckle.
are we gonna look at links, or are we gonna invite Alistair on? And Rob, I love you almost as much as I love your mom.
Oh, I appreciate that. I know that's
And that's a lot for
strong
you guys that
connection
don't know. I've
love.
met her. She's a lovely lady. It's not even a sexual thing. We just have a close emotional connection.
All right, later. Take it easy,
Have
guys.
a good one.
See you next
See
week.
you, sexy.
Fat Andy said, "What happened to your old hat, Schmeckle?" Joseph Kerwin said, "Headphones, I guess." That is entirely right. The hat does not fit over the headphones.
Hey Schmeckle, should I send a link to Fraser now? He changed his mind and we lost a guy.
Oh,
Even
for
though-
fuck's sake. Yeah, send him a goddamn link,
There
but
you
also get one to fucking Alistair.
I don't have Alistair. He blocked me.
Brockus!
God
Get me
damn it.
Alistair!
Lionel, just go to my fucking Twitter. I'm in the middle of other things.
Linus or Brockus? Oh, Linus, to be fair, as the secretary, you are the lowest ranking. Brockus does get to pass you around a little bit.
It's just when I message him, he's gonna wax Shakespearean bullshit. at
Send
me.
him the goddamn link. Say Schmeckle says show up. You know Schmeckle will say mean things about you if you don't show up. Show up so you can counter those mean things. Say
Anyway.
exactly that. Give him the fucking logical view on it. Also, the Killing Joke is here. Someone invite him. I love that guy's voice. I've never actually met him.
The Killing
He's got
Joke makes
fucking
everything
gravelly
better.
voice.
Joke cassette. check your Discord.
He's got such a fucking gravelly voice. I love him.
Anyway, let me. Here's the proof that of all the situation involving Alistair and stuff. But the long and short of it is, he was being creepy to Aiden. Ape wanted to get him on the chimp out to confront and expose him. And Ape, being a faggot, had this massive
I still do.
work about it, a literal gay op that I was against from the beginning, where he had a plan of having someone pretend to be Aiden and just basically make Alistair make a bigger fool of himself for everyone's entertainment, and it didn't really pan out because. So here's me. I'll read to you guys the conversation I had with Ape about this. I'll be honest. From the start of this idea to fuck with Alistair and Aspie, I've been suspect of it. I questioned several aspects. One, will we be able to accurately convey what's going on to the audience?
Fraser is wearing goddamn motherfucking red pants. 2,
will we be able to do 1 without giving the game away to the participants? 3, assuming 1 and 2, will it actually be entertaining? And 4, assuming 3, will it be entertaining enough to be worth all this time and effort? And Ape, as I'm listing these things off, he admits it's super unethical. So,
Dong wave.
What?
Fraser Danger, can you please stand up for a moment?
They're not red pants, dude.
Come on.
I am colorblind, so maybe I was
Those are
wrong.
like-
They're
Oh,
red.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, So I said, Abe, you're usually invested in you're unusually invested in this particular LARP. Like last week, you almost canceled the stream on zero notice. He's like, well, it's just it's fun. And I said, is it really? I thought we'd have our fun showing. I thought we had our fun showing off Alistair's messages because that's what we did prior to that.
I did have some fun with those.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
We did the same thing here. It was fun.
He was a little. I wouldn't say exactly white knighty, but he's that type of pathetic guy who's too into a fucking internet girl.
I don't know.
Right.
Dog, are you saying that you weren't into the gay op situation? I don't know how much harm that could have really done as long as you're not really like doxing.
No, I was not. I was against it, and I actually was the one who convinced Ape to shut it down.
And
But anyway,
what was the
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
I'm working on it.
Get fucking Alistair in it. Tell him use whatever tactics you can to get him in here short of fucking threats. Also
Anyway.
invite T-Tac. I love that guy.
Anyway, Ape says he was sort of saying it's all an exercise, and I'm like, this is too elaborate. You need to shut it down. And then Ape says, I mean, sure, you're right that it's a little arbitrary and elaborate, which is crazy. And I say, with people pretending to be Aiden and Aspie getting involved, and I just think back to the time we tried to trick Aspie and to thinking we were giving him the server and shit, and how abysmal that went. Another one of Ape's LARPs. And he says he knows, but he thinks it'll be fun, and if it doesn't work out, we'll do something else. And then the next, we talk about some other things, and a little while later he comes back and says, so Alistair's in on it, he knows, and does he still want to come on? And something, someone sent him screenshots of something else. And then I tell him, I genuinely think it's going to be better without this shit. Let's have fun with other people. Aspie and I'm guessing Aiden will still show up, etc. So I helped convince Ape to shut this all down. Now I'll admit I could have been more forceful with him, but it's his show. I'm there primarily as a co-host and producer. He's the one calling all the big shots there. So
Yeah, okay.
the other thing.
No, wait. Before he comes back, I want to get this fucking stream out of the way. Joseph Carver for $3. Will Tonka be selling strips cut off his blood-soaked gloves? Oh, okay. He wants to know if he's going to be cutting off strips of his blood-soaked gloves. I don't know if there are gloves. I just want a blood-stained memento. You know what? That actually does sound like a good souvenir. I'll ask him next time I talk to him.
I'm gonna auction off an Andy tooth.
Continue, Dongway.
Anyway,
Before
the other thing that
why don't I see Alistair?
I am finishing the message.
the other thing
You
that
haven't even sent it yet.
enough.
I had to
The other
find
thing
that
that Rari accused me of and was patently wrong on was an image I posted on Twitter at the request of a Gigastar, a chimp out fan, a guy in our circle over there, who he when the whole thing with Andy Worski and Tonka, where there was this whole thing about a Halloween Day fight in Florida, and there was a dispute over who initiated the challenge. Gigastar compiled all the messages in the Kumite chat of Andy basically issuing this challenge, and sent me a screenshot with all the things compiled, and Gigastar made this. He chose to add an editor's note indicating when Andy went live on his channel while still talking to Tonka on the Kumite chat. And he asked me to put it on Twitter because he doesn't have a Twitter. So I did. And I have the screenshot of the Discord conversation where he says, hey, post this to your Twitter. And then I respond with the link to the tweet I posted the image on. And then he and the following message where he thanks me for posting it. So any notion that I created this screenshot is ridiculous. And that was a huge thing in Rari's thing, was like, oh, he created this thing and he added an editor's note and I don't know if it's real because the font's the same. And I'm like, look, one, you can go back to that episode of the Kumite and look in the chat replay and see for yourself when this shit happens. But two, I didn't even make the thing, I just posted it. Ridiculous.
So you're saying Rory was wrong yet again?
Provably wrong.
Wait,
Interesting.
Rory was wrong. Yeah, you can't just dump me with massive surprises like that, Brockus.
And that's actually the thing about that screenshot. I've actually posted on Twitter before.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't understand. Rory wouldn't pull any shit like that, would he?
Nah, he's on the up and up.
No, Rory has always been.
He's an honest fella.
Open, honest. That's a good word. He's been, completely legitimate in everything he's done. He's never been caught with anything. He's never been called on anything. He's never been called on anything tied to this particular situation. He's trustworthy, is what I'm saying, Brockus. Don't just jump me with fucking surprises like this. Rory did something wrong. Like, don't fuck with me, Brockus. Be honest. Rory is a saint.
Brockus is trying to besmirch Rory.
He is. And you know what, Brockus? Brockus? I've been thinking of firing you for months, and I ain't gonna do it yet. You're still staying chained up in the fucking backyard. But that's a fucking red mark on your goddamn fucking...
Permanent
I don't
record.
know, was there a contract, or did I just kidnap you? I don't remember. Either way, it's a strike against you. Don't you ever talk shit about the honorable and fucking reliable El Rariachi.
What is happening?
I'm sticking up for Rory. Me and him are, much like Andy Worski. Best buds, close friends. We like to tongue kiss sometimes. And Brockus is trying to besmirch him.
I have
don't
never
like it.
gotten that upset about a butt buddy of mine getting talked down to. I think
I'm
that's
sorry, we're more than butt buddies. We're hey, it's love. It's love at this point.
okay.
Have you guys snorted coke off each other's dick yet?
My
Oh
internet
my
cut out for a
God,
minute.
there's 2 Brockuses.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm seeing 2 Brockuses. I'm
multiply.
still seeing no Alistair.
I sent the message to him. He can come on or he cannot. It depends on him.
I can't message him, so can you please tell him, hey, Schmeckle can't message you, but he wanted to say, get in here, bitch.
That's what I said.
Also, type it with the Y in here. That way it sounds intimidating. Otherwise, he's gonna sit there and he's gonna be like, oh, this guy just wants me here. But if I want him here, then there's an issue.
No. You have to ooh-woo at him. Remember, he's autistic.
Oh, hey, you know what? Send him an ooh-woo. Give him a little ooh-woo from
God.
Schmeckle. I would like to point out there have been a couple streams that I have either hosted or been involved in lately that a lot of people may try in the future to spin as bullying. I would like to point out the bases behind those streams. The first one was the one with Scooby331, where first we were in his chat saying some very mean things about him. And then I ran a stream with AP talking about what a shitty guy the guy is. That would be because he threatened to break AP's legs and threatened to mutilate me in front of my child, plus about 14 other people he threatened. That'll be coming out on Wednesday. I'm not sure on which channel, but it'll be AP versus Scooby. I think they're going for 8 p.m. EST. It should be a lot of fucking fun. The shit with Andy, I've tried with Andy. I very much tried with Andy. I even had Andy and Geek on here to talk about all the issues. We came to a peaceful point. Now we have Andy taking $1,200 from Failure's account right before Christmas because of something Tonka said. Not Failure, but Tonka. So yeah, there's some mean things to say there. And the other one, Zeph.
Oh
Again,
god damn it.
I have no evidence that Zeph was the one that was the Schmeckle in that conversation between Zeph and Schmeckle. But I don't fucking doubt it for a second. Even Geek Thulu was able to find, yeah, this is a fucking fake account. Check your shit better, Zeph. Which I would like to point out, that shows a little bit of, what's the word? Integrity on Geek's side. I have no doubt that Zeph was either both of the people in that conversation, or else the Schmeckle part was one of Zeph's friends. I very much doubt that this was just an out of the fucking blue thing. Especially since there is no reason for people to think that I'd be sitting there waving flags for Tonka. Like I said, I may go to Knoxville to fuck his mother.
We have another Streamlabs from Joseph Kerwin for $3. Frazier looks like the white guy out of Loaded Weapon 1. Can we expect a sequel sometime soon?
Well, I do have a lot of firearms, and I'm looking very much forward to an undisclosed event, which is going to be very peaceful. Permanently.
Every time I see Frazier, his hair is more messy, and I want to hire him more.
Okay, why do I feel like Frazier...
He looks like he should be in a Die Hard movie.
Why do I look like...
And I only say that because one of those motherfuckers should have had hair.
Okay. I have a joke.
His nom de guerre should be Rubber Snake.
I think Frazier and Dongwave are going to go over to the OK Corral and reenact the shootout with Nerf guns.
Or real guns. And real guns, folks. We got
Real
I don't
guns,
think you guys should use real guns.
because I don't want to kill Frazier.
That's... But which one's going to be Doc is my question.
Who can do it better? I'm your Huckle. And I know he has to be Doc because I have a mustache, so I have to be Wyatt.
Doc
they
also
didn't
had a
shoot at each
mustache.
other.
Yeah, no, Doc had a goatee. Wyatt had a mustache.
They didn't shoot at each other.
Doc had a devil's lock and a mustache. Wyatt had just a mustache.
Devil's Lock.
Yeah, I have just a mustache.
The soul patch. I guess you could call it just a soul patch then.
They're both good people. They did great things for people.
Tennessee Marine says, who's the other dude on camera? Never seen this dude before. That's Frazier. And if you think he's a pretty looking motherfucker, type a bunch of ones and we'll hire him on, and I don't know, I'll fire one of these guys.
Like
Psycho ain't part of my staff. Psycho's fired.
Every $50
I require money to work for you.
And that's why you're fired.
You're not gonna make it long here with that attitude.
Yeah, that is the wrong type of attitude.
You know, this conversation reminds me of a Nazi armband that I bought for a skit I never did.
Jawohl.
And I just wish so badly that I was wearing it right now.
I kind of wish you were wearing it right now as well.
What is happening?
I don't know. Ooh, speaking of Nazis, and I think everybody is like losing their signal or something. I don't know. Speaking of Nazis, did anybody watch episode 10 of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged?
It finally came out.
Yes, it came out last night.
Oh my god, it only took like fucking years.
Yeah, they also did the same thing that the creators or the studio did with Hellsing Ultimate, where they dropped the first 8 every year, but then the last 2, they were like, fuck it, just drop them in the same year, just months apart from each other.
I'm trying to care, but I just...
Oh, go fuck yourself, man. It's an amazing goddamn abridged.
Well, I don't do the whole abridged thing. I never could get into it.
It's still anime, faggot.
Yeah, I'm into anime. I'm just not into the abridged stuff. I prefer the original stuff.
So we've lost Schmeckle here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Did Schmeckle die? Oh, Schmeckle died.
Yeah.
R.I.P. and peace.
He's probably having connection issues. That would explain why everybody's been able to actually talk.
Misconnections. Me, Schmeckle.
But
Well, shit. All right, this is all right. Wow, this was unexpected. I mean, we can. Uh,
You get a bit nervous without him, dude? I think we can survive. Here.
all
I'm gonna
right.
put
What's
all the
what's
spam email in my
well,
fucking
do we
inbox.
continue? Well, do we continue the? I guess we could continue the Mycroft story. Dongwave.
What?
You want to finish the Mycroft story?
I
Because
did,
you went
more or
off on a
less.
tangent
He's a
about
spurb.
Ferrari.
Yeah, he's a fucking retard. Like
Like,
the second I
there's not
read the
much-
tweet where he actually was saying Rory was right, I was like, wait, hold on. I was barely paying attention. No, you know what? We're fucking done here. You think Rory is right? Fuck off. And I just, oh man, the best part, and I think it was probably my favorite part of the night, was right about the time I was pretty much done with his fucking spurgy dumb fuck ass. Killing Joke showed up, as well as Water Jabbers. Now, here's the best part. He went at Water Jabbers pretty fucking hard, which was a big mistake, because eventually he started talking shit on his wife, sort of. Not
Miss Stabbers.
yeah. And then she showed up, and he went quiet. He eventually showed up again trying to start some shit, and then fucking Water Jabbers and Joker popped up again. They were like, oh, look who came back! Oh, speaking of which, wasn't somebody supposed to give fucking Joker a goddamn link?
I did. I sent him one.
Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic.
I didn't. If he's in the chat still, and he didn't see it, it's on Discord, Joker.
He
but
makes streams
He's probably not going to come on.
No,
we'll
yeah.
see.
He's been streaming all day.
Yeah, he's been. That's why I was like, I saw I was on earlier. I don't think he's gonna pop in, but we'll see.
No, yeah. I was actually watching some of his streams earlier, in between shit that I was actually doing and watching myself. I don't. That motherfucker is entertaining. I don't know what he just sits there and he plays music, and then he pops in, talks shit, or talks about whatever's on his mind at the time. That he starts playing music again, and I'm just like, this is too fucking entertaining. It's like one of those radio shows that were underground back in the 90s. That,
Yeah.
You had to have one of those special radios just to fucking hear that, the ham radios or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, pirate radio.
Yeah, he's basically like a pirate radio guy, but he's on YouTube. It's fucking great. And I love the characters, his Donos, Hollywood Joker, and fucking Dono Claus.
Yeah, no, I've been going back and forth with Rodney Ironcock in that goddamn chat. That motherfucker. If you're listening, Rodney, you can go sit on a fucking magnet.
His name is Rodney Ironcock. You should already know what you're in for.
Motherfucker. Always ruining the damn streams.
All right, well, this thing is actually going to be dying pretty soon if Schmeckle does not actually get back in here. My other computer is not fast enough to log on to save anything, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Thank you all for coming out, for just in case Schmeckle doesn't get back in time. This has been a hell of a fucking Spurg fest filled with spurgatry and tards and all kinds of dumb fuckery. Frazier, what is up with that hair?
I woke up this morning and didn't take a shower.
Okay, I can't tell if you're trying to be 80s or a Donald Trump ripoff.
No, my man. It's usually a lot more curly than this.
Okay, frankly, you need to cut it on the sides, all right? You need to actually do the whole
Yeah,
Trump
right
thing.
here, man. Fuck yeah. And you know what I can do afterwards? I can wear a chastity cage around all day. But at nobody in specific's request. Like, there's no, like, fetishistic relationship or thing going on. I'm just desperate.
You need to just start dressing like Donald Trump at an S&M club, okay? That's all you need to start doing, all right? It's going to be